Alright, first and foremost, if this video gets unstable, I am sorry, but I didn't do a good job just because I didn't have enough information memorized. So I decided I'm going to drop another video on it, and this video will be easier to talk about because it hits me more than it. I mean, it doesn't hit me personally, but in my opinion, it drives me insane. And we are about 40 seconds in already. And I just want to give you this time to, if you are listening and you enjoy watching my videos, please continue to watch. I love the support. But if you were listening and you're about to check in this video, please turn down your volume, because there will be times I'm going to get loud because this topic just aggravates me. So, here we fucking go. This video, and I know I'm already getting loud, and that's because I've been thinking on this topic for the past 5-6 hours, and it's drove me nuts. It's how my brain works. I'm constantly thinking about so many different things. My mind is always traveling 1,000 miles an hour, and this topic's been running wild, and I've had so many different scenarios that I've thought of in the same process. And the topic that this is about is people who believe they're cross-gender, or people that are male and in their body and soul they believe they should be female, or female thinking they should be male, and vice versa, or people that want to be with the same sex. Before we get started, here's my opinion. And you can either like this video, you can dislike this video, you could call me whatever you want, you can give me a ton of hateful stuff in the comments if that makes you feel better about this, because because it'll go completely opposite with what you believe. But what I believe, and I quote this: if a person feels like they are a girl and they're a guy, or vice versa, and that's how they genuinely feel, let them be happy. There is no sense in being hateful and talking crap about people and calling them names just because in your world, in your own opinion, that's wrong. Regardless if it's from a religious standpoint or your personal opinion. Okay, if it bothers you, that's fine. But there's no reason to be hateful or rude to people that feel that way about themselves. That's how they feel. Because I just read an article, and it was about a 15-year-old boy. He had to go to the bathroom. And I will put a link to this. And the assistant principal at their school followed them into the bathroom and pretty much belittled them to a point that they wanted them to use the urinal because, in their opinion, they weren't a guy, they felt like a girl. So they just wanted to use the stall like always. But the assistant principal took it upon themselves to try to continue to batter the teenager to use the urinal so he could prove a point that he's a guy no matter how he feels. Okay, if his body is male, oh well. In his mind, he might not be. That is his choice, not yours. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you believe in. You are in charge of your body just like another person's in charge of their body. There's no sense in it. However, there is a gray area because a lot of people think that people are going to use it to their advantage. You're right. People could. If a woman wants to feel like she's a man and go into the men's bathroom, she could try to... I can't really say the certain words on YouTube because I don't want this video taken down. And I'm going to restrict the age on this because it's just in case a slight word slips. I'm sorry, but this one's going to have to be. I'm going to have to restrict the age requirement on this video. If they want to go into the bathroom and do something that could be considered sexual, or if a guy vice versa wants to go into a woman's bathroom and do something sexual perverted, that's wrong. And in my opinion, if you go that far and cause harm or do something you're not, and you literally harm someone, and I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm leaning towards, you should be castrated. If you don't know what castrated is, it's not a good thing. It's what happens to dogs so they can't continue to reproduce. I think the same thing should happen to people if that's how they want it to be. There are so many messed up things going on in the world right now. And in this year, people are bringing up more and more how it's wrong to be gay or homosexual or cross-gender. It doesn't matter. There's been people like this for years. It's just now being brought up more because for some reason in the world, people want something to gripe about. And guess what? This year, that's just what the wheel landed on. In the past, it was about pedophiles, about abortion, about rape victims. It's something new each year. And this year, that's just how it landed. And it sickens me. I'm tired of hearing about it. I read an article, and I'll put it down below too. It was in 2015, if I remember correctly. This girl was from Africa. She believed she was a lesbian. Her father, her uncle, and a couple of their friends held her down and raped her to try to show her that she is a woman because of how her body was reacting to them. That is sick. And it just goes on, and she states how her uncle and her friends were locked up, but her father wasn't punished. If I found out someone had done that in my community or where I lived, castrated or death. There's no sense in stuff like that. That is sick. And the only reason why he didn't get charged is because they tried to justify it as his religious belief. Just because we all have religious beliefs doesn't mean they can't coexist. I had a friend of mine, a great guy, that passed away. He was gay. Oh well. His family supported him, his friends supported him, his church supported him. Because they liked him for him, not for how he felt about himself. I have another friend that's, thank God, is still kicking. Him and his boyfriend are living great. I'm happy for him. If they ever want to come see me, they can come visit anytime they want. Don't bother me none. It doesn't have nothing to do with me, so why should it bother me? My mother, one of my mothers, remarried another woman. They're happy. And now her wife is a great addition to our family. It doesn't affect me and my family. It just means that it's in our lives. But that doesn't mean it's going to put strain on us, and it's not going to change us. They're happy, and I want them to be happy. So why the hell does it matter what I think or what a person on the street thinks? If you want to talk crap about people because of how they feel about themselves, I don't want nothing to do with you. Because there's no reason why there should be so much hate. There's so much hate in this world, and I hate it. If you feel like there's so much hate around you and people are just being... I know I'm big repetitive, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay concentrated so I don't say the wrong things. Then, Big Love by the Black Eyed Peas. Where is the Love? Those are really good songs. And they have a great message. The music videos have a great message. And I totally back them up. This world is full of so much hate, and I don't know why. We all live here together. Why do we have to hate one another? Just because of who we are, how we feel, just because of how we look, or where we live, how we live? It doesn't matter. We're still people. Okay. I was born a guy. I still feel like a guy. Someone on the street might have been born a guy, but they don't feel like a guy. Okay? That's them. It's not me. So it doesn't matter. As long as they're happy, it's all that matters. So instead of talking about hate, about how we live in a world where, and I'm not going to lie, this all started because of a friend of mine on Facebook, whereas how he voiced his opinion, which I'm happy he voiced his opinion and I voiced mine. In this world, supposedly this world is full of wusses. In my opinion, a lot of things are different than what they used to be. There's less discipline in the world nowadays and less structure. So kids don't have a good balance. Me, I got disciplined to the core, but it made me better. Then you have people nowadays that are just grow up spoiled. It's not right. But that was how they were raised. So that's not society's fault. That falls on the parents or their guardians, whoever they may be that's taking care of them. So at the end of the day, and we're 10 minutes in, and I'm surprised because I feel like this was going to go a lot longer. But I'm just pissed. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. There's no reason. If Sally on the corner wants to be Joe, or Philip wants to be Tina, let them. Unless they're moving into your house or being a part of your lives and want to be that way with you, doesn't matter. Unless they're trying to push their feelings or ideology on you, it does not matter. In your opinion, you might not approve of it. So what? As long as they're not pushing on you, it doesn't have any effect on you. You might see them being lovey-dovey, but hey, you being lovey-dovey with your partner may or may not bother them, but they're not going to tell you because they're glad that you're happy. So why don't you let them be happy? This is Baker signing off, and I just want to end this. If you feel that you are just being discriminated or hated just because of the way you feel, let me know. I'll support you. You may not know me, you may do. Whether or not, I still support you. Do I believe there's only two genders, even though the whole gender things went way off the hinge? I believe there's only male and female, and I will stick by that. Any other variation, I think, is more a mentality thing than anything else. But gender-wise, there's only male or female. But I'll still support you. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Because you're not going to push your beliefs on me, and I'm not going to force my beliefs on you. Now, I'll see you in the next video.